Hi. Now I want to talk a little bit about saints that come to take your soul. Now there's quite a few of them. Actually, it's not just one. Among them are Saint Sava, which is a Serbian local saint in the Eastern Orthodox Church. Saint Peter, Archangel Michael, and at times also Saint Pitka. I have not really heard any stories, personal stories about Saint Nicola, even though he is depicted as the one, carrying the souls to the other place. I have only heard about these, some from legends and some from actual people talking. About Archangel Michael, he's well known that he comes to take the soul of the people. Saint Peter does as well. And the interesting part about Saint Peter is a story that my mom told me that her mom related to her after my dedo died, after my grandpa passed. What happened was when my grandma was pregnant with my aunt, I believe, and back home we lived together with the grandparents and everybody. Like it's not just the parents and the kids. So her father-in-law was sick and on the deathbed at that time, and she was very close to her due date. So my grandpa had woke up one day and told her about a dream that he had, saying that Saint Peter was in his dream and that he was begging him to let his father live a little bit longer to at least see his grandchild be born. And Saint Peter told him that that cannot be done. That when it's his time to go, it's his time to go, and that my grandpa was still begging, saying like, "I'm gonna give him some of my time, some of my life to him, just so he can stay and see the child being born." And Saint Peter said, "You can't do that because you have 2 years less than him, anyways." So my great grandpa passed away at 70. Um, and my grandpa passed away at 68. So there's that. On his deathbed, my grandpa, I was a child. I was in 8th grade. I was just finishing 8th grade when he passed. But I do remember he was laying on the couch and he was in like a delirium or something. But he was seeing a lady and he was telling my grandma, Vanka, Vanka, give me some bread. There's a woman here that wants some bread. The woman was dressed in a black shamia, babushka in black, an older woman. That's how Saint Petka is depicted. And bread in our culture is the soul of the person. So if somebody comes in your dream, asks for bread, and if you give them bread, you're done. That's it. That's your soul. Um, Another interesting tidbit, that's what I want to say before I started talking about the personal experiences, is that, Saint Sava and Saint Peter are connected to wolves, and they also take the souls of the people. And one interesting thing about Saint Sava is that he would the reason he would take the soul of a child, he would come and make a child die if that child has a prospect to become a bad person when he grows up. So that's kind of interesting as well. So I hope you found this entertaining, these little stories of mine, and thank you for sticking around.